Look, today we're diving into a biological mystery that has probably driven you absolutely crazy at some point. We're looking at exactly why your grueling, sweat-drenched workouts might actually be the very thing keeping you from losing that stubborn belly fat. If you've been working your absolute hardest and you're still not seeing the results you want around your midsection, well, you are definitely in the right place. Have you ever felt like your body is literally just working against you? You know the feeling. You hit the gym, you suffer through these brutal high-intensity interval sessions, your face looks thinner, your arms are definitely getting leaner, but that stubborn tie around your waist, it just absolutely refuses to budge. It's incredibly frustrating. And what do most people tell you? They say, oh, you just aren't working hard enough. But I want to validate your frustration right now. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Your belly fat isn't stubborn because you're lazy. It's stubborn because of your biology. Section 1. The Metro Glitch Explained. Why your biology is fighting you. Okay, let's dive into this. The Metro Glitch is this fascinating, yet honestly highly annoying biological defense mechanism. See, evolution programmed our bodies to survive famine and extreme high-stress situations. But today, the chronic stress of modern city life, when you combine it with the extreme physical stress of high-intensity cardio, it accidentally sends a massive panic signal to your body. So instead of turning your hard work at the gym into fat-burning progress, it triggers your abdominal fat cells to lock down tight and store energy. You are accidentally signaling your body to hold on to fat just by trying to outsuffer your environment. This all traces back to a really groundbreaking discovery made in 1997 by a researcher named Dr. Bouchard. Before this, science basically just thought of fat cells as passive bags of stored energy, just sitting around doing nothing. But Dr. Bouchard discovered that our fat cells are actually highly reactive to our environment. They have these receptors on them, and they act exactly like light switches waiting for a signal to either open up and release or lock down tight. Section 2. Red and green light receptors, the traffic signals of fat loss. And this brilliantly illustrates how your body actually directs traffic when it comes to burning calories. We essentially have two very different sets of traffic lights happening right under our skin. First up, we have beta receptors. Think of these as your green lights. When hormones hit these receptors, they signal the cell to release energy to be burned. And you've got these green lights all over your face, your arms, and your chest. But then on the flip side, we have alpha receptors. These are your red lights. When hormones hit these, the cell locks its doors and hoards that fat for dear life. And unfortunately, the subcutaneous fat covering your abs has a significantly higher ratio of these red light receptors, literally placed there by evolution to protect you from starvation. So this brings us to the glitch itself. When you're out there sprinting or doing grueling interval training, your body enters a massive fight or flight state. You release a total flood of stress hormones, specifically adrenaline and cortisol. Now in your arms, that adrenaline hits the green light and you get leaner. But in your belly, that exact same adrenaline hits a dense cluster of red light alpha receptors. It completely hits the lockdown button. Worse yet, chronically high cortisol from all this physical stress actually signals your body to store even more abdominal fat. So you are literally working harder just to stay fatter. Section 3. The two fuel tanks. How your body chooses its energy source. To flip those internal traffic lights from red back to green, we need to completely bypass that stress response. Think of your body as a biological machine that highly values fuel efficiency, right? And it comes equipped with two distinct fuel tanks. Tank A is your rocket fuel. This is stored sugar or glycogen. It burns fast, it burns hot, and it's exactly what your body demands when you are sprinting. But then there's Tank B, which is like a massive oil tanker. This is your stored body fat. It burns slowly, and your body actually prefers to use it for steady, low-intensity tasks. So, when you run or sprint, you're tapping the rocket fuel, basically burning the sandwich you just ate for lunch. But when you walk leisurely, you're tapping the oil tanker, efficiently and slowly burning the fat stored right there on your hips and belly, all without triggering any of those stress alarms. Section 4. The walking protocol. Step by step to the lipid oxidation zone. Now that we know how to tap into the oil tanker, here is the actionable playbook. This right here is the foundation. It's called the postprandial trigger. You see, fat loss is physically impossible when your insulin levels are high, because insulin is a storage hormone. When you eat, insulin spikes. But we can use a method called insulin stacking to fix this. Step 1, you eat your meal. Step 2, you take a 10-minute walk immediately afterward. Like right away. Research clearly shows this blunts the insulin response. It literally forces your muscles to soak up that blood sugar to use for movement immediately, before it ever even has a chance to be stored as belly fats. The best part? You don't even need to put on gym clothes. Just finish your food and immediately get moving for 10 minutes. Next up, we want to turn you into a neat freak.
NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. These are the calories you burn just by existing and moving around throughout your day, entirely outside of a gym setting. And you can hack this with a few surprisingly simple rules. First, the pacer rule. If you're on a phone call, you are not allowed to sit down. You need to pace around your apartment like a movie villain plotting their next move. Next, the parking lot rule. Always park at the very back of the lot to grab those extra steps. And finally, kill the elevator. Take the stairs whenever humanly possible, because stair climbing actually burns calories 3 times faster than walking on flat ground. So the crucial point here really comes down to this massive number, 2,000. That is up to 2,000 calories. To put that into perspective, that is the potential daily calorie burn difference between a naturally lean person and someone who is constantly struggling with their weight. And that huge difference, it's purely due to NEAT. Just those small, constant, low-level movements throughout the day. By adopting those simple NEAT habits we just talked about, you essentially turn yourself into a fat-burning machine without ever having to set foot in a gym. Now, if you're naturally impatient and you want to go absolutely nuclear on that stubborn fat without spiking your cortisol, meet the undisputed king of fat loss, the 12-3-30 method. You might have actually seen this trending on TikTok. It's a treadmill protocol, 12 incline, 3 speed, for 30 minutes. Walking at this steep incline safely doubles your metabolic demand, but without the heavy joint impact or that hunger-inducing stress of running. It keeps you right in that perfect, cortisol-safe fat oxidation zone. But listen to me carefully here. Do not hold on to the handrails. The exact second you lean back and grab those rails, you are completely cheating yourself, effectively turning a 12-degree incline into like a 2-degree incline. Hands off the rails. Section 5. The diet reality check. You cannot outwalk the fork. We have to be honest here. You absolutely cannot outwalk the fork. It takes, maybe 45 seconds to thoroughly enjoy a delicious 600-calorie cookie, but to burn off that exact same cookie, you are looking at a full hour of continuous walking. It is a pretty sobering comparison, right? You really have to use your diet to create the actual weight loss by staying in a slight 300 to 500-calorie deficit. Think of your diet as the engine of your weight loss, and this walking protocol as the turbocharger that amplifies those results and ensures the fat actually comes off your belly. I want to leave you all with a challenge today. Don't worry about mapping out the next entire year of your life. Just commit to the next 7 days. Track your steps, add those 3 simple 10-minute walks immediately after your meals, and just watch what happens. You're going to be absolutely shocked at how much better your body feels and how much looser your pants fit when you finally stop fighting your biology and start outsmarting it. The real question is, are you finally ready to stop the suffering contest and start seeing real results? Let's make it happen. Hit subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments, and go take that walk.